To West Coast Wednesday here on Prospectors Radio with Kathleen Biffle, Rich Cooley, Scott Swiftwater Tony, Indiana Gold Hunter, Dennis Dayton, and your host, Tim Grimes. We hope you enjoy the show, and thanks again for listening.
And don't forget Chad and Rob.
How you guys?
What's going on, guys?
Same. Coming on.
Wednesday already.
Last week I was sleeping.
I know, that's what Chad said.
She left me in the trenches with you guys, man.
We had a guy show.
Yeah, who's this?
That's all. But,
I'm like so overworked right now. I'm so stressed out.
It's almost the weekend, Kathleen.
I know.
Thank God.
Wish I got a spring break.
I know.
Oh, right? I do too. I feel the same way.
Enjoying his time at home doing very, very minimal activities.
Oh, well, that's what he should be doing. the bare minimum.
Mm-hmm.
Spring break, man. Yeah, how come we don't have spring break? And are they going to start that 4-day work week?
Oh, I don't see that happening in the United States.
No way.
Darn. Sure would have been nice.
I'm just thankful I have a job.
Yeah, I know. But a 4-day work week sure would be sweet. That way we have 3-day weekends.
When is it going to warm up?
I'd be like, hey man, you guys see that job where I can just come in whenever I want to, you know?
Yeah, that too. When's it gonna? Kathleen wants to know when it's gonna warm up. Let me see, Kathleen. When's it gonna warm up?
It's so cold.
We're going into April in a couple days, right? Like 2 days, 3 days, something like that.
Like every now and then we'll get a nice warm day, and
then you get today.
It's so cold.
I tell you what, they're starting to find some nice mushrooms here in Indiana already.
Are they?
Yes.
They've already been finding them in Oklahoma. We know that.
Yeah.
Well, they should be starting to find them here then soon.
I gave up looking.
I'm telling you,
Head
Kathleen.
south, Kathleen.
Once you find one, your eyes gotta get trained to looking at it.
Head south. Dad, take her down to Salt Fork.
Shad and Kathleen live next to.
No, I think.
Take her to Salt Fork.
But if you're standing 10 feet away from one of them, they're camouflaged like a cheetah. The pattern is. You got to get trained to either look like for a brain pattern that you've seen all your life. You know how they portray a brain looking like, or you got to look at a cheetah pattern, and you'll focus. Your eyes will focus in quicker.
Once you find one, you'll be focused.
Yeah.
Shad and Kathleen live in between. There's like. I mean, the woods are especially with the trees they have in it. You know, some of the sycamores and some of the wild cherries, and then they've got that lake right beside them. I mean, it's. I guarantee you, they're in there. You just got to find when do they come up in there.
I think people have some spots.
They probably do. I bet they do.
Keep hidden.
They got it on a dime, man. They know when they pop and go.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Yeah. Probably. It's been good.
I mean, every year we do keep trying. I don't know if I want to try this year.
Oh, it's been a moist year. That'll be really good this year.
It has been very moist.
It has been. There'll be a lot of mushrooms.
It's moist. Like I'm going to go out tomorrow and look. I'm going to go out to Brown County and see. But I would, Chad and Kathleen, I would probably say you guys might be maybe a week behind us. Instead of being 3 or 4 weeks, I think you're right behind us. So if I start finding them, if I was y'all, I mean, you know, when I start finding them, I'll let you know. And then you should be going out every day, you know, when you get off work or your days off every day and just kind of have a nice little walk.
We should,
you know, through those. There's some really good videos on YouTube. And I think there's some that go look for them in your neck of the woods over in Ohio. And they show, you know, the foliage and the trees and stuff like that to look. I mean, check it out because, man, that spot over there by your house, you should have some mega monsters in there.
Good. We've been trying every year, walking in different spots at different times just to see.
That's all you can
Right.
No such luck yet, but we know
Oh,
it's around here because we see people pulling off the road, the
Looking.
county
Right.
road, and with
Yep.
bags
They're everywhere.
and out of the woods.
Yeah,
So
they're everywhere. They're mushrooms. They're fungus.
And that's another thing, you're noticing that
Yeah.
this year, different spots they're pulling off side of the road. Write it down, map it off, mark it off, Shad. You're good at doing that. That way, even if you don't get a chance this year, next year, I got this map. You had the date about when they're finding them. Beat them to the punch. Start pulling off the road and start,
this year we do recon.
Yeah.
Yep.
Map out, send the drone up, follow.
Right.
Yeah.
Now you're thinking.
Track them.
Send the drone.
Yeah.
Yeah, send that drone, send it way up here where they can't hear it. You can watch them, see if they're picking up mushrooms.
Yeah. There we go. Got a plan now. Recon.
Heck,
Two
what are
ways
they now?
to rain in Arizona. Maybe you guys are gonna get them.
Yeah. Do they grow in Arizona?
I'm sure they do.
I don't. Some people said that they found some up north, but
Up
I've
north?
not went and ventured up to go look.
In the
They say they pop up in every state. They show the
would.
there's a map of supposedly when and dates and times they pop up.
I would think they would. It's a fungus.
Yeah, but I mean,
It's
you
moist.
gotta have the right moisture in the ground when the sun starts to warm everything up, and that's when mock makes them go. So I don't know. We still got snow up north, so
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, you guys got plenty of moisture.
Yeah.
oh yeah, we got
This year
that.
you did. So yeah.
No, I know we wouldn't find any mushrooms where I'm at now. There's no way.
No.
If there is, it's the wrong ones.
Right. It's not the right kind of mushrooms.
Yeah, it ain't no morels or anything like that.
Uh-huh.
I don't know what to look for.
mushrooms.
Yeah.
Can't find them.
And Rich, there should be loads by you.
I don't even know what to look for. There's too many. There's a lot of thick woods up where I'm at, and
Yeah.
there's buck laurel, and there's freaking leaves all over the daggone ground.
Yeah.
That's
Oh, yeah.
what you want.
There's fallen
Yeah,
trees
they'll
down
come
all
right
over.
through
the
'em. Yeah, that's what you want. They come right through them. No. Yeah.
Yep.
Fallen trees too.
No, they're all around them fallen trees, but them leaves, they love that. That's all that.
You can
moisture.
also find what do they call it, chicken of the woods on trees.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
falling down.
Yeah, those chicken things that attach to the logs.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't miss them. They're big orange suckers.
Yeah. Them go for a pretty penny too, don't they?
Yeah,
Yep.
they do. They look like a rooster's comb. They're
People eat those chicken of the woods, what they call them.
Yeah.
Yep, it's good eating too.
Now I've heard of people eating puffballs, but you got to get them when they're growing and they're really hard and spongy.
What kind of
Yeah.
balls?
Puffballs, those big white ones. Yeah,
Well,
they're as big as a bowling ball.
I never seen it.
That's the new term for me there.
Yeah, for me too. I never heard of those.
You guys know just ain't been in the woods long enough.
There
man,
is
'cause-
puffballs.
Puffball.
I know they must exist in that paradise place called Lebanon.
I think
Yeah,
so.
You know,
right.
Everything exists in
that
Lebanon.
little utopia of
Lebanon.
Scott's world. Lebanon.
It's always sunny in Lebanon.
Yeah.
It never rains in Lebanon.
I think you guys understand what you're talking about.
It's a magical world.
But yeah, you can do that too. You can eat them like mushrooms too. If you cut them, you slice them and then fry them almost like a piece of cake or something. That's what they look like, piece of cake.
I've never seen that. Yeah.
There's several. Man, you could have you got blacks, grays, and yellow morels, snakeheads.
Yeah, never seen them.
AKA, we got other names for them too, but whatever.
Only ones I look for would be the morels.
They taste so good.
Yeah, that's the only ones I'll eat. I hate mushrooms.
Well, Chad and Kathleen, all I gotta say is this: if you end up getting a package at your house, don't let it sit out too long.
Uh-oh.
I won't.
She got rush shipped them bad boys, Danny.
They'd be over.
Overnight. Da, da, da.
Hey, we work from home, so
Yeah.
Nothing sets on the porch.
Well, when you hear the dogs bark from a knock and you see a package, cardboard bust so big, and it says from the birthday singer,
Uh-huh.
get that sucker in and Put whatever's in there in water.
Yeah.
ASAP.
Birthday singer.
I've been on a truffle kick though lately.
Yeah.
Truffle.
No, I never had them either. Yeah.
We
They're
got
so good.
yeah.
Well, they're supposed
those
to be. They're supposed to be the best, ain't they?
They
The
taste
truffles
yummy.
are the ones you got to dig up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Truffles.
Yeah. Pigs dig them up.
yeah, they're like ginger.
There's a dog that actually,
Yeah.
I can't remember what breed of dog,
They can
but that
snip
will
them up.
actually,
Yeah.
can spot them.
Uh-huh.
I think poodles, don't they? Like some kind of poodle. I don't know.
I don't know what it is, but I know it's some breed of dog. Yeah, but how do you know what's the sign for truffles? I mean, is it something that grows up on the ground? Or?
I
I
don't
don't know
think
if
so.
they grow here or not.
Yeah.
I think in
They
France.
grow up out of the ground. Yeah. I think they grow
A poodle is one.
A poodle.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Yeah. The main one is what is that?
Legata
Romanola.
Romanolo.
Oh, yeah. I heard of them. Not.
Where do truffles grow?
That's the classic Italian truffle hunting breed, by the way. Belgian shepherds, English Springer spaniels.
Yeah.
Where do truffles grow?
Where do truffles?
Because they're so yummy.
In the dirt, man. In
Well,
the
they
dirt.
say they grow underground, typically
Right.
near or right beneath the roots of trees, particularly oak, beech, birch, poplars, and pine trees.
We have
Wow.
birch trees.
So they can grow anywhere then?
I wonder,
No
like,
kind of tree?
It doesn't sound like it, but
the climate.
it looks like many are in predictably forested corners of California, Oregon, Washington, Idaho, and North Carolina.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
So
they
there
get-
are
they-
some
they get
farms that
shooting wars
now
over it.
cultivate truffles too.
Ooh.
Ah.
You know what? They're getting shooting wars over truffles.
Oregon's
Yeah.
probably the
Oregon.
biggest area
Hmm.
where truffles grow in the United States. They have a few different varieties.
Oh, very
So
cool.
there you go. The more you know.
Right?
Heck yeah. Hey, I
Because
tell
it's
you real
such a-
quick, I wanted to show this. Now, for the ones that do know, besides me doing prospecting, that knows that I like to do football cards. A
Uh-huh.
lot of you guys know, I've got my other YouTube channel where I pull a lot of football cards, and I try once a week, I try to have what's called pack wars with the wife. She opens a box, I open up a box, and then we let the people comment on who they thought had the better cards. Well, I got 3 cards that I want to show. I'm pretty impressed with.
Okay.
One I pulled before the show, and I really went nuts. Now, when I had the pack wars with the wife, I ended up pulling my best card. This is from Mosaic. It's an orange parallel of Christian Watson for the
Okay.
Green Bay Packers, right?
Uh-huh.
So what does my wife pull? Something that I've been trying to pull for a long, long time. He came in for the 49ers quarterback and lit it up, and he's worth a lot of money. Of course, here it is, Brock Purdy.
Okay.
Orange parallel of Brock Purdy. So I got the jealous factor going on right now because my wife just literally kicked my butt by pulling that card. Well, tonight I'm pulling cards, and I pulled one that's even better than that from Mosaic. This is a case hit. And what a case hit means is you have like 34 of these in a case, and they only put one card in one of the boxes that's in the case. And I pulled a Genesis. Oh, almost dropped it. National Pride, Josh Allen, quarterback from the Buffalo Bills.
Okay.
I don't know if this kind of got a glare on it, don't it?
Yeah.
In that case, only has 1 card in it.
Yeah, there's like a Genesis. There it is. I don't know if it's any better or not,
Yeah. That's better.
but it's got the American flag and everything in the background. They call that the National Pride. Now, a lot of times people pull a Genesis, and the Genesis usually has this kind of a greenish bluish border in the background, or the colors.
What do you mean by pull?
Well, I rip it open, pull it out of the pack.
Yeah, pulling out the packs.
Pull out the pack. But to get a National Pride Genesis is even tougher. So this card raw right now is worth almost $300.
Oh, that's cool.
If we get it graded, and I get it graded by PSA, and it's like this is like, and it comes in a PSA 10.
Uh-huh.
This card's probably worth anywhere from $600 to $1,000.
Oh, that's cool.
So
Foosball.
A foosball.
it's,
Foosball card.
I've been excited ever since before the show when I pulled this. I just been ecstatic, and I just wanted to,
That's
even though I was
cool.
on the YouTube channel, I just wanted to say it on here too, because I'm really, really proud of me pulling that
Okay.
that Genesis
So when
card.
you buy that, you don't know what's inside. Is that what?
Yep.
What it
You-
is?
you have no idea. I mean, you it says it's got the odds of what you can pull on the side,
Uh-huh.
Ah,
and it has like, like Genesis is one of them. It's a case hit. There's a couple other ones. I think there's one other one that I think it might be a case hit for Mosaic.
It's like
But-
pulling a slot machine.
Exactly.
All right.
you
Exactly.
get bubble
You know
gum.
what you're gonna get.
Yeah.
No, thank goodness they don't put any more bubble gum in the.
Oh, well, that sucks.
So what do you do with all the crap cards?
Good
I
question.
got a guy that I give them to, and here's some original gum
That's the stuff. Yeah.
right here. This
Eat it.
was from a
Put it in
pack
your
that I pulled
Eat
right
it.
here from
Eat it.
baseball. Oh no.
Maybe no.
I've actually got 3 pieces.
Well, don't
Eat
they
'em.
all come with gum?
No, but these are back from the late 70s, these pieces. So
Yeah.
saving these,
Eat
I'm
'em.
saving these to do a video. So maybe next time we all kind of get together,
Eat
You're
'em.
gonna eat them.
we can find 3 of us
Oh, I'll do it.
I'll eat
put-
mine. I love that stuff.
to the
I
gum.
don't care. That
Yeah.
stuff always
That's
stays
stuff never
hard
rots
and never
anyway.
like
Oh,
chewed
yeah.
up
It's
well.
got the shelf life of like 100 years.
Yeah, the preservatives in that will withstand a nuclear blast.
Yeah.
Guarantee it would.
Hey, if you light one end, you can use it as a candle wick. It'll just continue to burn.
Yeah, exactly.
But
It's gonna
But I
crumble
also-
all up.
I also am saving it for when we get together because I want to put some good videos together. I also have 2 of these.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can have that all yourself, buddy.
Those are for
Oh
sale.
no! I don't
What's
know.
that?
They're probably really hot.
Yeah.
Packy
Yeah,
one
they
chip
are.
One chip challenge.
comes in a
What
cotton
is,
box.
Uh-huh.
what is it? One chip.
One chip.
You can
It's
only
one
have
chip.
one chip.
A hot
Flavor.
What?
Very
A potato
spicy stuff.
chip.
Oh, it's
It's
a
like-
potato chip.
One.
Yeah.
Potato chip.
Only
What's
one
so
chip,
special
They're
about it?
spicy,
It's
hot.
probably.
So what's the challenge?
You'll
It's
die.
hot.
to eat it and live.
Yeah,
It'll burn your butt when you fart.
I don't understand the concept.
Eat the
Well-
one chip.
Just ate crickets.
Right
before.
here. See this little logo right here?
Yeah, it looks like a spear thing, like Satan.
Like a
Fire.
like flaming fire,
That's what's coming out of your butt. Flame fire.
we're gonna have a gum challenge and then a 1 chip challenge.
I'll go.
Yeah,
for the
You gotta
gum
eat
challenge.
one. Is there
Yeah,
like
you
a
can't-
single chip in that box? Is that
One-
what?
Yeah, that's the challenge. You eat the chip and video your response. That's
Is it
Mine-
a
So-
big-
The yeah, how big is this? That's a big box. Is the chip like that big or something?
No, it's like a
it's-
Dorito. It's
A
like
normal size Dorito size chip.
Yeah.
Just
So
a
it's a little
triangle.
triangle.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's like 1,000,000 Scoville.
So what do you get though for doing it?
Nothing.
Uh,
Bragging
bragging
rights.
rights.
well, I'm actually going to. There's a thing you can order the trophies and stuff from them. So I'm actually going to order the trophies and find 2 people to do it. And if you win,
Get a trophy.
yeah, well, there's a couple other things in here.
How do you win?
Gotta eat it.
No
You gotta
drinking for
go
5 minutes or what?
5 minutes. You got by the time you eat the chip.
Oh no! 5
As
minutes.
soon as you finish the
No.
chip and you like that, and you show there's nothing in there, the time starts. You got to go 5 minutes. 5
Not
minutes
drinking anything.
without drinking anything. You can't puke. You can't.
Ain't happening.
Nah, not with me either. No way.
Man, you can't puke. That's the first thing you say.
I'll make it worthy. If someone can pass it, I'm gonna have not just the trophies, but a lot of other goodies to go with it.
I want your best
Better have plenty of
card. You
milk.
pulled.
My money's on Chad. I think he could do it.
I'm actually going to probably throw in a nice nugget and try to get some other sponsors to throw in stuff, make it a really good video for like the next.
I'm
whether we
definitely
go,
not in.
Scott, you in? Would you do it, Scott?
No,
Rob?
I don't know.
I can't eat.
Lisa.
no, she would not.
Rich, definitely no.
I don't know. I might try it. I don't know.
I get heartburn too easy.
Rich and Chad, definitely.
I might
but
try
then,
it.
but then we're going to have, like I said, we'll have 3 people with the gum.
Need the Marines to do it.
Yeah.
Greens ain't afraid of nothing.
Oh, we'll do it.
Hey, yeah.
I've never heard of it. I'm intrigued.
You know what? I've heard of it, and I've already seen enough to go. No.
Look up catfish coulis.
Yeah. Yeah.
We
Oh,
They'll show you
It
how
was
it's
really
done.
good. I like that
Who's
one he
that?
did with his old lady. That was
They'll
hilarious.
show you how it's done.
there's one that's called the from Catfish Coulee, called the Ghost Pepper or something. And he
Ghost
said,
pepper.
it Ghost Pepper. He said, I think the devil could come in my mouth. And he was, oh gosh, you'll tell you cry if you watch that video.
They'll show you how to do those chips.
Oh, that's funny.
Chip challenge.
All
Well,
right.
speaking of crying, you see them gold prices?
Oh,
They're up and down
Oh,
like
yeah.
a roller coaster. Just hang
Well,
on.
it's a little roller coaster. Currently
$8.
down like $8, 1,963.66. Silver has been doing well. It went down just slightly a little bit by 4 cents, $23.31, but it's climbing good.
yeah.
Platinum hasn't moved much, 969.60. Palladium, now that one has had quite the tumble, but up today, 1698 to $1,439.48. Now iridium stayed at 4,600, ruthenium 465. So that leads us to first rhodium here. That went, look at rhodium's just doing weird stuff. It's up $50 at 8,350.
Wow.
So rhodium's been doing a lot of weird stuff. So, but of course, let's look at the con of them all. The Bitcoin,
Bitcoin.
$28,318. It's currently down a bit, but
A bit. Yeah. But it's up overall.
It's
yeah, it's
going
doing well
down.
considering how long it's stayed. What at
Yeah.
Yeah, but you guys just heard about all those, what was it, like 3 or 4 stars that were into Bitcoin stuff, and the government's going to get them now, and da-da-da. I'm like, I told you it wasn't safe. They were
Oh
coming.
yeah, like
Who
Bailout.
was it?
past couple years, man, you got to
Bob.
claim that stuff now as
Yeah.
Oh,
you
yeah.
have to
taxes.
claim it. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, that's what it was made for, so we didn't have to pay taxes on it. But like I said in an earlier show way back, it's also illegal to make your own currency in the United States of America. So no matter if it's digital or if it's paper, it's still a mark of currency. So
There's actually a few places like Texas that's making their own currency again. A place up in Washington City made these wooden dollars, and you can take them and redeem them at a store.
Yeah.
But you would have to, of course, reimburse them for those wooden dollars.
well, that's not a
Pretty
new
weird.
currency. That's you buying a piece of wood.
Well, I will do a
But
currency
it's like
exchange
that.
for a limited edition gold prospecting currency.
Can you imagine trying to give somebody $1? Whoa, we only take wood around here.
That's right. That's like a wood nickel.
Also, today we have a special birthday.
Oh, God.
Oh, another
Wait,
one.
Wait, where's that disclaimer?
Turn off your video. You don't want to see anything.
You're offended by Dennis's dance. Now
Yeah,
it's a
now's
good
your
time.
chance to briefly walk away.
Walk away.
Walk away.
Walk away.
Giving you a warning right now. Is your
Yeah.
chance.
Yeah, I saw what
Oh, yeah.
happened on Sunday, man.
And
Right before tonight.
This goes out to the other Scotty Tony,
Uh-huh.
which I think he turned 45 years old today.
Oh, wow.
Look at that.
Old timer.
How come I can't spotlight you, Dan?
You better spotlight them.
Trying.
Happy birthday
Oh my
to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Scotty. Happy birthday to you.
If you're just tuning in for the first time, that is a very special
It's birthday time.
Yeah, all you got to do is send $50 into Dennis, and
Right.
he'll do a special birthday song for you.
Just
Live
for you.
on the show.
On your
Thank you,
birthday.
Scotty.
That's right.
I'd do it for free. Are you kidding me?
I think they should pay you to do that.
I know. I think they should pay everybody watching.
I,
They should be forced to make a donation to the show. There we go.
yeah.
Yeah.
Every time Dennis does it. I agree. There you go. Okay, so now it's safe to return to your viewing pleasure.
Yeah.
Yes,
By
safe
now.
It's safe.
Yes, it is safe. Oh, mercy. Kathleen, you got any stories tonight?
I do.
You do?
Ooh, yeah. Yes.
Oh, heck, let's do a quick.
So please rush right into them after this commercial.
Yeah.
Yes.
Tim.
All right, we'll be right back with some stories.
Do you like to mine for gold? Enjoy prospecting a nice crack in the bedrock? Enjoy getting outdoors to camp, fish, hunt, and hike on your public lands? You plan your trip, load the gear, grab the dog, put the family in the truck, and drive off to a locked gate. A sign says you cannot enter or access your own public lands. Mining claims and public land owned by we the people are being designated as off limits by our own government every single day. Are you concerned about the direction our government is going? Are you tired of seeing no access, no entry signs on your lands? We are, and we are fighting back. We are AMRA, America Mining Rights Association, the fastest growing small mining advocacy association in America. AMRA is a 501c3 not-for-profit formed by miners, hunters, off-roaders, retired military men, and women to stop the insanity. AMRA was formed to educate, unite, and help the small miners and public land users on their rights given to us by God. Do you want access to great mining claims? For a small tax-deductible donation to their Miners Legal Fund, your family gains access to proven excellent mining claims across America for an entire year. AMRA challenges the USFS, BLM, EPA, and the other agencies intent upon stopping you from enjoying your own lands. You are who pays these people's wages. It is time they listen to us. We need to unite. And that is what AMRA is doing. As you sit here right now, thousands of acres of public lands are being closed, locked, and blocked from use by you. Are you fed up yet? Join us. Get in on this fight and let's restore America to what our families fought and died for. Freedom. Just visit AmericanMiningRights.com. AmericanMiningRights.com. Also, check us out on Facebook at American Mining Rights Association. AmericanMiningRights.com. If you're interested in gold prospecting or treasure hunting as a career, hobby, passion, or just something you're interested in getting into, you have to visit goldprospectorspace.com. At goldprospectorspace.com, you'll find forums, chats, videos, blogs, sections on dry washing, metal detecting, high banking, and so much more. At goldprospectorspace.com. There's a store, classifieds, and at goldprospectorspace.com every Sunday night at 7:30 Eastern Time, tune in to Prospectors Radio, the talk show for gold prospectors and treasure hunters. GoldProspectorspace.com is a social network with thousands of members, and everything you need is at GoldProspectorspace.com. Sign up today and get connected to others who share your love of gold and gold prospecting. Let the treasure hunt begin at GoldProspectorspace.com. GoldProspectorspace.com.
It is time for Dredging Up the News with Kathleen Biffle. Mining news from around the globe, metal detecting, dredging, entertainment news, and fun facts as well. Here's Kathleen.
All right. right. So I've got a few stories tonight, and then some fun facts.
Okay.
So, amateur Australian gold digger finds a massive nugget.
Ooh-ah.
Guess what? Australia.
Yeah.
He actually found this with just like a really cheap budget metal detector. The man doesn't want to be named. However, he made the discovery in Victoria's goldfields. Of course, we all know that people find big chunks of gold in Australia. But Darren Camp, who valued and bought the specimens, said that it was the biggest he's seen in his 43-year career. This is so weird because I heard this term this morning when I was
nice.
I was listening to like one of my mini podcasts about the royal family.
Uh-huh. Oh, jeez.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, jeez.
Well, I've been in tune because the coronation of the new king. But they had mentioned the word gobsmacked, and I'm like, what? I guess that's a term that the Brits use. But anyway,
Great band.
I saw this in this article. They said this guy said he was gobsmacked when he saw the specimen, because he said it was a lifetime find, a once in a lifetime find. He hadn't thought too much about it. The man who came in was wearing a backpack, walked up to him and said, hey, because this guy owns a prospecting store. He said, he pulled the big rock out and he said, do you think this is worth anything? So the guy who owns a prospecting store is used to like people just bringing in rocks, but really doesn't have gold in it, just has like, the fool's gold, the pyrite. So he looked at it, he's like, yeah.
No.
And he said it actually ended up containing 83 ounces of gold.
Holy cow.
Not too shabby.
Not too shabby at all.
So anyway, discoveries like this, and this is a picture of what he brought in, is rare, and he ended up buying it from the guy.
Wow.
Can you imagine finding a 1 foot vein of that went down 8 foot? I mean, that would be like, oh yeah, baby, that would be awesome.
Awesome. Just finding that piece.
Well, yeah, that would be good. But I mean, out here we see quartz upcroppings everywhere. We always hope to come up across something like that. It's been like eroded. Nobody's been up there for 20, 25 years. You go up there and the stuff actually has been eroded, and you actually find it. That's what's pretty cool around here in Arizona, because you see a lot of those quartz stringers like that.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, but how do they establish how much gold's in that thing? You said 80 some ounces.
83 ounces.
How the heck did they know that?
Well, they probably crushed it and melted it.
No, that's a spicy.
I don't know.
Well, look, I mean, if you see all the fractures in that, you could call it a specimen piece. But
I don't think
if they said there was 80 something ounces in it, they had to melt it down.
Well, don't they just do the math of or something? And there's a
Well,
Yeah, like the circumference is, but
yeah,
they know how much is inside. They don't.
The weight of it.
Yeah,
Like,
See, that's what I'm saying. You see the white.
they do. Yeah.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is you see the gold and you see the white stuff in there. Now imagine if you could cut a 1/4 inch off that. It could be a giant gold nugget inside that rock. You wouldn't know.
You're talking about the crystallized gold, how they can use chemicals to help degrade the quartz.
Yeah. That's super heavy too. So that kind of brings me to our next story. Funny you should say that. So mining waste, as we know, is called tailings. There's been a method that's been around for a while now. Microorganisms they're using to take the metals out of tailings, things like that. So I kind of stumbled across this article and it was really, really interesting. So I thought I would share it. But mining operations are now turning to using what they call biomining techniques to pull out just the precious metals that are left after mining, you know, out of, you know, to get, you know, extract additional
Right.
metals out of it. So you can go use it to extract copper, you know, gold, whatever. Because they say the majority of the metals found in tailings make up, like, you know, most of it is copper and gold that's left over. So these are some of the biomining techniques that you could do instead of using chemicals. I don't know if you can see this, but yeah. There's two different ways you can do this, I guess. And I'm just going to give you the quick and dirty description of it. It was really, really scientific. I'm not a chemist.
Right.
Or a life science person. I'm just not. But anyway, I guess bioleaching is the extraction of the element where you convert it into an insoluble valuable metal into a soluble form by using like bacteria. The other part way is biooxidation, where you extract the gold ore by using the microorganism, but that actually requires more processing steps. So basically you would, instead of turning the metal into a soluble form, you basically just extract it from the stuff around it.
Hey, is it me, or is companies just making it harder and harder to get gold out of the rock?
Well, I think they're just finding better ways to get it all. Because I guess this method, it's easier to get permits. Obviously, it's better for the environment because you're just using organic matter to do this. So anyway, microbes are basically dumped in a heap, and the different microorganisms do their methods. I'm so scientific here. Then there's an incubation process, or maintenance is what they call it, where they, you know, introduce catalysts or whatever, whatever microorganisms they're using, because different microorganisms will extract, you know, different metals depending on what you're trying to do.
Well, what the heck's eating gold?
I forget what it was called.
Well, I mean, it's been in the ground for years. How come that stuff's never been figured out before?
Because you need to introduce like a catalyst, right, to make it react.
Right, but what kind of catalyst are you gonna?
Well, chemists have discovered what those are. It's either, it could be heat, it could be electric. I read where some people can just do electric currents. It could be another organic bacteria that reacts with it.
Catalyst is anything that turns it on. That's what I'm saying. It could have been water. You never know.
Yeah,
the guy accidentally spilled a Mountain Dew in his thing.
But,
I was just thinking that's pretty weird.
You got chemists out there who have devoted years of study and you know, scientific
research. Like what I was saying earlier, that's how
somebody who listens to the show, Michael Shelby, right?
Yeah,
he does this stuff, I think.
probably.
He's our little chemist.
Yeah.
From what I remember, you know, talking to him, he's out there. He's probably out there tonight making fun of me.
Probably.
That's what he does.
He is the mad scientist who likes to mess with stuff like that. But anyway, very, very up and coming way of getting all the gold out of the earth. Wow. So pretty cool. But anyway, there's more steps to it, because you do have to purify it at the very end. So it's basically having a different way to refine your gold too. I mean, they'll probably even replace some of those the refinery processes that are pretty interesting.
And that's what makes it more expensive when they start doing crazy out of the way stuff. They're like, well, it's only, you know, I need a grant from the government for only $3 million. It's not that much.
Evidently is cheaper it's cleaner, and it's easier to get permits. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would be surprised.
It's
It is now.
environmentally friendly. Yeah.
I bet we hear more about it. Oh, you can't even see the whole thing.
Looks like
I'd like to see the
It
waste.
just looks like a big old gray blob.
I see a chain around it.
Looks like a hunk of silver with chain around it.
It is a hunk of silver.
Yeah, it looks like gray clay.
So anyway, I have fun facts tonight.
All right.
Some fun facts. So we were just talking about silver actually, and it's kind of weird, but this hunk of silver, actually it's a big old boulder of silver.
Yeah.
Tonight's fun facts is all about big hunks of silver.
Big hunks of silver fun facts.
Because we like silver so much here.
Well, that was a good one right there.
Prospectors Space Radio.
Yeah.
So back in the 1860s, silver was found in Aspen, Colorado. And all of the silver mines that sprung up in the area, Smuggler's Mine was one of the most productive. And at its peak, it was thought to be producing about a fifth of the world's silver. The largest nugget was found in 1894, if you want to call it a nugget. But the whole thing was just too big to move. It was thought to weigh 2,340 pounds.
Wow.
Which is basically as heavy as one adult bison. But anyway, it had to be broken into 3 pieces just to be removed from the mine. The largest piece was reported to be 1,840 pounds, which is then ended up being heavier than an adult moose, male moose. So unfortunately, the mine owner, the nugget was found after the silver panic of 1893, which dropped the price of silver dramatically. And after 2 years of rapid growth, the price of silver dropped, forcing mines to close and workers to be laid off. So Smuggler's Mine, which was one of the only silver mines to survive the crash, it was fortunate that it did survive because the giant nugget was just found a year later, and that earned the mine a cool $21,000, which
now, wait a minute.
I guess was worth a lot back then.
Now wait a minute. I thought you said it was busted in 3 pieces.
Now, is
It
that one
did.
piece?
It was, but some of it sold, but they had to bust it into 3. But collectively, it weighed 2,000 pounds. But when they broke it into 3, the biggest chunk was 1,800 pounds.
Okay.
I mean, just look at that chain. Back then they didn't make small chains, so that's
I know. Like
that's
you
a big
can
old
probably
chain.
look it up out there. It is actually you can see the nugget, or actually you see one of the nuggets because it broke up. Most of the nugget was melted down, but I guess one of the pieces is 12 pounds. You can see that on display at the Denver Museum.
Oh, okay.
So they say Smuggler's Mine is still said to contain large amounts of silver, and they say it could actually hold even more if you go look.
Yeah, but I mean, it's silver phenomenally found with gold. I don't know.
I don't know.
So what we have here, what you see behind me, this is a big old hunk of silver.
Wow.
This one is called the Big Boy Nugget. It weighs 417 pounds, and this was found near Globe, Arizona. This one was found in 2018, and actually, this is one piece of a big boulder that was split into 3. All the pieces were discovered near each other, and basically all of them collectively weighed 610 pounds. What they think happened was that it was a large boulder that broke free from a vein outcropping, because a short distance away there was like an old riverbed, and the pieces of all three were not waterworn, and they were found so close to each other, so they think that it just kind of broke away and just kind of just laid there from whatever flooding made it pushed them a little bit, but not so much. But anyway, it was always believed that the Spanish conquistadors might have explored the Richmond Basin in Gila County, Arizona, in the 16th and 17th centuries. And there were the rumors actually were proven to be true, obviously, because they've been finding big deposits of silver. And obviously this find. So that's pretty cool. I didn't know what silver looked like.
Yeah, it looks like gray clay almost,
It
what
does.
Yep.
I mean,
It's like
I would think
dirt.
that would be a rock if I was just
I would too. It's a
I would too.
rock. Yeah.
kicking dirt around. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I guess your metal detector would go off, right?
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, probably
Yeah.
so.
Okay.
That's pretty
Would
cool.
help.
And we have another one across the world in Australia.
Wow.
This one is called the Karatha Queen Silver Nugget. It weighs 319 pounds. It was found in the year 2000. And this one was found at the Elizabeth Hill Mine it is on loan at the Perth Mint for display. It's estimated to be worth $136,000.
Wow.
It almost looks like a dinosaur
It
skull.
does. I was thinking.
I was like, man, look at that thing.
Now this one looks like it would come right from the vein, because look how pointy it is.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, that's like
very cool.
that's
Definitely.
yeah,
It
that is
looks
pretty.
it really looks like it's never been worn down.
Cut.
But anyway,
Right.
you can find this on display next to the King Henry gold nugget. Look at that thing. This one is actually a gold encrusted rock that was recovered from an underground lode of gold-bearing quartz. It was discovered at the Beta Hunt. I think it's in when they say WA in Australia, is that Western Australia or is it Washington?
Oh, I bet it is, Kathleen.
Is it
It's Western.
what is it? WA.
Maybe it's Wallaby Lane.
I don't know Australia.
We don't speak
It's
Australian.
Western Australia.
In the goldfields region. So anyway, it was found in 2018 by miner Henry Dole, and it contains an estimated 1,400 ounces of gold,
Oh,
and they say it's worth $3 million.
holy shit.
It's a specimen.
Oh yeah, obviously. That's
Holy
pretty nice though, isn't it? Can you imagine just
darn nice investment.
So yeah, I kind of went down the rabbit hole there with today, just looking at different. I wanted to find more, but I ran out of time. But I thought that was kind of cool because we're always talking about gold nuggets, and I thought we would just look into silver. And silver did better than gold on the prices, so it kind of worked out.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's what got us into looking for gold is because gold nuggets. If you can find one, that's the hunt.
Yeah,
That is
that's
it.
news.
Imagine finding a platinum nugget, from a natural vein,
Yeah,
know
but
what
nobody would know
platinum
what it
looks
was
like.
and throw it away.
Yeah.
I have no idea what that looks like either.
Probably looks
Hey,
like
I'm
it's,
actually
it's almost grayish too.
yeah. I'm actually subject to doing dumb crap because I didn't know. Remember when like I said, all the meteorites I used to find metal detecting, I'm like, oh, it's somebody's out there, it's welder slag. Those were actually meteorites. I didn't know that.
that.
And we used to throw
we
like
shouldn't always listen to you, huh?
no, I didn't say that.
Aren't you?
I don't claim to be a metal detectorist, but I know enough to go out and find gold with my metal detector and stuff like
I
that.
find
But somebody-
bullets.
Well, yeah, that's the easiest thing to find out here. But what's really
Rust.
what's really
I
good
found some little nuggets.
what's really good for me, Kathleen, is when you dig up a little bitty flake of
Rust.
tinfoil. Yeah, but then that tells you that your metal detector
It
will
works.
find a piece of gold.
I don't know. I get excited though when I'm able to match a shell casing
Uh-huh.
to the bullet.
Yeah.
Shit, you're doing it.
Yep.
Yeah, they stand in one place. They usually shoot a little further than you walking over 10 feet and finding a bullet, but okay.
But you know your detector works when you find that
No.
small piece of foil.
I have kept every
Cover a
single
lot of
piece
ground.
of metal trash and bullet that I have found with my metal detector. Actually, I've kept it, and I do have a big bowl of it here. I don't know why.
Hey, because you found it.
Like
Just
found
found
it.
it. It's a relic.
That's right.
It actually
Well-
looks neat, all displayed in a bowl because it's all like patinaed and rusty. It looks kind of cool.
Junk.
I got a mason jar full of bullets and shell casings I found out here in Arizona a couple years back during that when I first met you guys.
Oh yeah. The big outing for
Yeah.
they had when Mine Lab showed up. Yeah.
Mhm.
So much junk out there.
But I've also found shoe tacks and dry washer tacks too.
Uh,
Ah,
I found a lot of snaps, like from clothing.
weird. That's weird too.
Just like
I
here,
mean,
like we dredge up zippers.
Well, like nowadays, it's like 20 years ago, metal detector would have been really great because you know not too many people really got out there that much. Now, everybody and their brother's got a freaking razor or side by side, and holy cow, they go wherever the heck they want now. So it's hard to get designated spots where you can go out and say nobody's been out here. And if you buy you might find a boot tack, but that means somebody was walking through back in the day, But you got to get away from the bullets, and you got to go way back. And usually, if you go way back enough, there's not bullets. So
yeah, you got to go to the areas that are just downright hard to get to.
Yeah.
That just too difficult for most
Yeah.
people.
nice gullies that don't have a road going to it at all.
Yeah. No roads.
If-
Like if you can pull a vehicle or a side by side right up to the wash area, it's been hit.
Right.
Even an old road, it's somebody knows about it.
Oh yeah. Well, that always surprises us. Like when we've gone out really far back, out of nowhere, you run into somebody. It's
Yeah.
like, son of a, like really, like boom. But there have been other times where we haven't seen a soul like come around our whole area for 3 days.
And that's the kind of place you want to look. Right?
That was kind of
You can see them way off in the distance, but they can't get close because they don't want to try to fall off the side of a mountain. Or
that I think that was our last trip.
that was our big excursion.
It was
yeah.
the last one, and that was the one I actually got to crush up a piece of rock and actually found gold in it.
From a load mine.
Yeah.
An old one.
Scott should just get in his little 4x thingy and just take off.
I don't know if his can handle all that.
Go for like 2 hours. Don't
was
stop.
Crazy.
And then stop and start the check.
No, then we'll have an episode of I Survived.
Yeah.
Tony.
Just don't bring a big carton of eggs. Put it in the cooler.
Yeah, I don't think I need eggs out there.
It's a
Right.
bumpy ride.
You go 2 hours away and you get lost.
Anything like that, beef jerky in a bag, we call that bait. We ain't doing that.
Just saying.
If you break down where you're at, you break down, eat your beef jerky at the car, and then leave. Don't wait till later to eat it, because then a bear or whatever, you never know what's around these parts. We've had bears down this far. We've had mountain cats. We've had it all. So I wouldn't trust it.
Got a Swiftwater too running loose.
I still don't trust a skunk. They don't care. They'll just come right in your camp. Oh, they don't like it. They just turn around and go, sure, how you like that now, buddy? And then you got to walk around all the next day smelling like a skunk. No. Ain't doing that.
No, me neither. Interesting. Pretty cool stuff, though, Kathleen.
Yes.
Like the silver stories.
All right, it was a big nugget. So,
That
man.
was a
Jeez.
big nugget. Big old
The
nugget.
guy goes, they got a picture of it outside on the ground because that was just right outside the cave. Guy goes, I ain't dragging it no further.
Take a,
So I get a horse up here.
take a picture of it right here.
Have you ever found silver, Scott, out there in
No,
Arizona?
No, I have not. Believe it or not, I mean I don't really go into caves that much. You guys know it's there's some
copper?
iffy stuff. Copper, not as much. We see it in rock, like the raw form. You know, you can see the green through the rock and
Yeah.
stuff, so you know it's
I
copper.
think I picked up a rock that might have it. I brought it home.
Yeah. Right.
I don't
It'll-
know. but it
It'll
looks-
bleach out because it'll turn it green. as a
yeah, it's
board.
all green, and it I have it sitting, sitting on my shelf, but
Yeah,
it just turns greener and greener. It's
Yeah.
yeah, it's
Right,
what copper does.
Yep. It oxidizes
Yeah, that's what it's doing.
gorgeous.
and turns greener.
Now there's some like when you guys know Black Canyon City. If you look over here towards the west, if you were sitting in town, it would be the west, but it's not really
As
actual
the
west.
crow flies.
Uh-huh.
As the crow flies, you'll see that all the tailings piles up there on the hill. That was a copper or a silver mine, but I think it was a silver, but I'm not for sure. It could have been a copper mine, but it's still sitting up there too. We can see the tailings. They worked it for quite some time. So, but that's been there since I've ever been here. So,
Yeah. Yeah, I think I picked up this rock on one of the many riding with Jimbo journeys. I don't know where
Right.
we were, just exploring, and it was just beautiful.
Spotted it.
It's like this big, and it's super heavy.
Yeah, it's
Right.
like
I
a copper.
took it home.
Oh, you have to. It's another one.
did
of
you put your
Pretty
pen pointer to it?
Oh yeah, it there's metal.
Well, now you got to figure out what kind. You
That's
could
not-
have
It's
rhodium.
gotta be.
It could be rhodium.
Could be. Could
Maybe.
be adamantium.
You know what? Does it look like it's been melted?
No,
No.
not at all. No.
Yeah.
I should
No,
like
is it in
show
the
it to
hard
you guys
rock?
next week. I'll show it to you guys if I remember.
Okay. Be
I
cool.
was going to ask, is it in a host rock?
What's that?
Is it in a host rock? Like it's-
Yeah, there's rock around it. Mhm.
Hmm.
Okay.
Hey, that could be something. You never know.
Could
Could
be.
be.
Is it really, really heavy?
It's heavy.
Or
Mhm.
semi-heavy?
I dust it off every week. All the furniture.
I dust my rock collection.
He was making fun of me. I was cleaning the house the other day or the other week, and he's like, "You've got to be the only person I know that has to dust off the rocks."
No, you're not. Trust me on that one. Of course, she's gonna say, "You never dust them off." I'm like, "No, I go get the canned air."
Yeah, just blow them off.
Dusting off the rocks.
I guess you could take
I
a
use
Swiffer
the canned
duster.
air.
Yeah, you can take a Swiffer duster and hit it, dust it off, right?
Well, I'd just rather take canned air.
Canned air is the easier way. Yeah, agreed. Get the leaf
How do you
blower
dust?
out.
How do you dust it, Maya? You open all the windows and you blow the canned air. It'll float in the air and blow outside.
Uh-huh.
No, I
Go back
actually
where
like
it come from.
take each one and dust them off.
Yeah. Just drop them in the sink and wash them real quick, and then put them back on the shelf. Let them dry.
Right.
Rub them with essential oils.
Yeah. Oh, you could probably do that. Make them shiny.
I make all my cleaning products and soap
Oh,
and stuff
nice.
by myself. Like I don't buy it all. I make it. So I
Make
have
it.
like I have my own like furniture cleaner. It's a multi-purpose cleaner. It's made out of
Right.
like herbs and
It's
whatever.
environmentally friendly too.
It is.
Yes,
And
it
I
is.
sell it on my website, so you should check
That's
it
right.
out. But
What's
anyway,
I love
What
that.
what is your website,
How do
Kathy?
you get that? How do you get that environmental friendly?
Kathy, what is your website?
agelessapothecary.com.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
And it is the apothecary household cleaner, but it cleans everything, even glass.
All right.
Sharon will put a
Free.
link up for you.
And
Very
Sharon, you're absolutely right. Kathleen doesn't like dredging. She just likes to wash rocks. No, if you go look underwater, like when she thinks I'm not watching her dredge when we've been to Alaska, I've caught her like looking at rocks rather than dredging. I'm like, seriously?
I could see that, Chad. Yeah.
Then
That's the video.
I do the video and I'm like, hey,
I'm like, don't do that.
You won't be in the video. This is all I got of you that day. Sorry.
She's underwater looking at rocks.
I was like,
Yep, that's
"Yeah," I'm
Kathleen.
like, "Ooh."
She's like, I ain't worried about gold. I'm looking for a pretty rock.
Hey, in Alaska, they're really, really pretty rocks.
Oh, I bet they are.
It's true.
Oh, Lordy mercy.
Well, good show tonight.
That was.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, thank you, Kathleen, for the interesting stories and the fun facts, as always. Well, I thank everybody for being here. Rich, are you awake, Rich?
Mhm.
All right. All right, Scott, Rob, Chad, Kathleen, Dennis, Rich.
Yeah.
We're out of here. We'll see you
Good
all
night, everyone.
next week.
Sunday.
Good night, Gold Diggers.
Adios.
Right.
Good night, everybody.
You're out.
We want to thank you for tuning in tonight, and be sure to join us every Wednesday night right here on Prospectors Radio for our West Coast Wednesday show at 9 Eastern Standard Time. Thanks again for listening.